exciting news that he was talking about. So we're trying to load the build map for September is what he's working on, so I can show you the sites that were done during the month of September. So, but the exciting news that I was able to talk to the RIC-5 outreach was we have now gone live on all U.S. Cellular towers. That was effective last Thursday. So AT&T is now roaming on all U.S. Cellular towers. It's actually in 16 states, so it's not just Iowa. It's Iowa, Nebraska, Wisconsin. But the territory I cover, Iowa, Nebraska, we're live on all those towers. The one thing I do want to reiterate to everyone, at the moment, only the orange AT&T SIM card is available to work on the roaming. Unfortunately, something was overlooked, and the black FirstNet SIM card is not working on the U.S. Cellular towers at the moment, but our engineering department is working to get that obviously corrected. So in the meantime, for instance, we're working with a gentleman at Pulaski Fire Department, and what we're going to do is we're going to use the orange SIM card because they're wanting to go ahead and take advantage of FirstNet. So even if with the orange SIM card, if they're on an AT&T tower, you will still have priority and preemption on the network. There is no priority and preemption on the U.S. Cellular towers. It is only voice and data communication, but our intent was, while the build is going on, we wanted to ensure that people would have communication on the network. So if you're in an area that is predominantly covered by U.S. Cellular at the moment while we're continuing the build plan, then we're going to use an orange SIM card for those agencies. So for instance, with Pulaski Fire Department, since they're in southwestern Iowa, which is mainly covered with U.S. Cellular, we're going to start them with the orange SIM so that they can take advantage of the service. When the build is complete in that area, we then switch them over to black SIM and any other agency that we have to do that for. But the exciting news is that it is finally live. It happened a lot quicker than we were anticipating, which was really good news. Just the bad news is that they didn't turn the switch for black SIMs, but that is in the works, so we will have that corrected. The new sites that went on air in September, you should have up now on your monitors. We did 10 new sites in the month of September. They are in Coggin, Keota, Keystone, Manchester, Manly, New Hampton, Ryan, Sigourney, Wayland, and Stronghurst. So total that we have done since the build first started, when FirstNet was signed on to, is 112 sites in the state of Iowa, with another 75 planned sites still to go. A lot of that build that I showed at the RIC-5 meeting is in the southwestern part of the state, because there is a really lack of coverage there at the moment, and that's where the build plan for 2020 is going to be occurring. Again, that's why I'm going to be using orange SIM cards for any agencies that would like to take advantage of FirstNet service in that area at the moment. For anybody that would like to see build plans, since I'm unable to email them to Sean because of the proprietary information, I would be happy to show them to you. I do have build plan for the state of Iowa, and I also have the U.S. Cell coverage maps to show. I did show them at the RIC-5, and it's actually pretty impressive, especially with the U.S. Cellular sites. It almost looks like a Christmas tree. There's so much green on there. So again, anybody that would like to see the build maps for the state to show you what's going to be the rest of this year and what's going on into 2020, I'd be happy to show you those, or if you'd like to see the U.S. Cellular coverage. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I'd like to see that afterwards.
Yes, sir. I'll be glad to show it to you.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I told you it was exciting.